This year, major phone manufacturers in the African and Asian market started with unimaginable low-priced phones. It began with the Itel S18 for 65,000 naira, followed by the Tecnopop 7 Pro, also 65,000 naira when it was announced. Then, even more recently, we saw the Itel A60 for 46,000 naira. Infinix must have been thinking, oh, what are we missing? Itel and Tecno have the cheapest devices this early in 2023, so why are we behind? This must be the company's position, and that is why we now have the all-new budget-friendly Infinix Smart 7 series, and this in particular is the Infinix Smart 7 Plus. The Smart 7 Plus in particular might just be the most exciting low-budget phones as of March 2023. Although very difficult to get initially, it is now available for 72,000 naira in Nigeria, in some African countries and in Asia. On the Smart 7 Plus, you get a 13-megapixel dual camera, an octa-core processor, a 6,000 mAh inbuilt battery, a large 6.6 inches display of 720 by 1612 pixels resolution, a Type-C USB port, a 64 gig of internal storage space, and support for on-the-go connection. It's kind of too early to make any remarks based on these surface features without actually testing them out, but I kind of have faith that things are looking good based on the specs. More interesting is that every music you hear in this video, including the background music of this video, is made using the Biz app that came with the phone. This is the same app that was introduced with the Infinix Note 11 and Tecno Camon 18, but this is version 2 of it with much improvement to the sound. In the box, which has the same design as every other previous Smart series, you get to see the phone first, wrapped in the pretty green nylon material. The featured spec here is the 6,000 mAh battery with a guaranteed 4 days power marathon. The design does not look bad, and I will talk about it in a bit. Next inside the box is a 10-watt charger similar to the Tecnopop 7 Pro's charger, a Type-C USB cable that I wasn't expecting in the first place, an earpiece, a SIM eject pin, and a transparent protective case. I wish the packaging is different. These are exactly the same things you will find in the packaging box of every other budget devices. No good unboxing experience. Early in this video, I mentioned the Tecnopop 7 Pro and Itel A60, and as we will see in the design review of this Infinix Smart 7 Plus, it is not only affordability that these devices have in common, there is more. There are 3 phones here. One is the Itel A60, the other one is the Tecnopop 7 Pro, and the last one is the Infinix Smart 7 Plus. Can you identify all 3 phones? Hardly. The only thing that sets them apart is their branding. But if I'm to pick one based on their design, I'll probably pick the Smart 7 Plus because it looks more classy. This is the point where I will ask you to please hit that like button because it helps my videos to get noticed on YouTube. And if you subscribe to my channel, I'll be very happy as well. Have any question, leave it in the comment section and I will personally respond. The main camera at the back is 13 megapixel, but no information about the second camera. There's a fingerprint scanner at the back and a flashlight. The back of the device and the frame are made of plastic material. And even with its 6,000 mAh big battery, it only weighs about 209 grams, making it feel as light as every other phone. At the right corner, you will find the power and volume buttons. SIM house with a long SIM tray to the left. Come to the bottom, you will find the audio jack, microphone, charging port, and speaker. Without wasting more time, I will give the device a go, just in case you want to buy the device based on the design alone. Moving on to the camera, there's a 5-megapixel water drop selfie camera here at the front. Now, 5 megapixels is a bit disappointing as you will only get low resolution pictures, especially under low light, like the pictures you now see on the screen. But in normal lighting condition, you get surprisingly better pictures, better than what most 5-megapixel cameras can offer. This selfie camera offers AI mode, portrait mode, and wide selfie. The wide selfie mode is only available in the Smart 7 Plus, but not in any other low-budget phone I know of. As for the 13-megapixel main camera, you will also get the best from it in an ideal light scene. What I consider as not cool on the camera is how long it takes to adjust to light. Well, it's only a 13-megapixel camera though, so it's not fitting to expect more than this footage quality. But the excellent features of this camera that sets it most apart from other cameras is that you have the option to set grid, making it easier to better position your camera when taking pictures. And you can set the camera in such a way that mainly touching any part of the screen captures images. In a situation where your fingers cannot reach the shooter button, all you have to do is simply touch any part of the screen or even kiss the screen and there you have your picture. As awkward as that might feel, I kind of find it fascinating though. The design is a go, the camera is a go. The next on the list is the display. It's a 6.6 inches big screen, bright enough to display its content clearly under sunlight. As I mentioned earlier, it presents a resolution of 720 by 1612 pixels, the standard for budget phones. I guess the quality of the video not displaying on the screen of the Smart 7 Plus is low, but the quality of the display of the Smart 7 Plus itself is incredibly notable. It's so meritorious because it not only offers clear and bright display, but it's also very responsive and it never lags. It is normal for the displays of budget phones to delay in opening apps for the first time. Usually, you touch an app, then a white screen pops up, which is like a transition period before the app opens. The white screen is present on the Smart 7 Plus, but the transition time is so little that you might not even notice it eventually. The guy that is responsible for this display's responsiveness is the CPU, so let me tell you about the CPU. And after that, I will perform a quick charging test to know how long it takes to fully charge the 6000 mAh battery, then I will conclude this video. Now we have a good design, better camera performance and a little above standard display. But all this will be completely rubbish if the Smart 7 Plus is low in performance because of underperforming processor. Fortunately enough, it's an octa-core processor with a clock speed of 1.6 GHz. That's all we know about the processor for now, and I can add that it's a MediaTek processor. The combination of this processor and 3GB of RAM plus additional 3GB from virtual memory ensures more steady gaming experience. In comparison with the Tecno Pop 7 Pro of about the same price, this device loads games faster and handles them smoothly. In addition, browsing the internet on this device with its 4G internet speed gives you the best result in ideal settings. That is, if your internet service provider is not having a bad day. The reason a low budget phone like the Smart 7 Plus can afford such a great browsing experience is because of the CPU as well. So for a device that does not lag, does not overheat, it's clearly a go for me. Now, this is the part that took the most of my time, charging this battery from 0 to 100%. After plugging the charger, I have to wait for 20 whole seconds for the phone to display the actual battery percentage. After 30 minutes of charge, it got to 18%. By 1 hour, it got to 37%. Then 1 hour 30 minutes, it got to 56%. Finally, 100% in 3 hours. Slow charger, but fortunately one can always buy a fast charger anytime. Finally guys, what I think makes this device better than other devices within the same price range is that it has a very big battery, supports OTG, has a very good display, and it is powered by an octa-core processor. In the description section of this video, you will find a review video of the ITEL A60, ITEL S18, Tecno Pop 7 Pro, and Tecno Pop 7 Pro versus ITEL S18 Pro. Check them out and see you in my next video.